All right, good afternoon, everybody. We are live, um, live from Brooklyn. So, greetings to you all. We had a pretty rainy day yesterday, but today it's nice. I'm planning on after this, I'm gonna definitely go out and take a walk for a little bit. Of course, with a mask on, just to be safe. So, welcome everybody. One thing I'm gonna change. Just so I don't get too distracted. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome uh, to what I'm jokingly. I don't know. I might use this real name. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna meditation station. I don't know. I really want to start putting together a website. I don't know how to put together a website, but I want to learn. So that's one of the goals that I have in building out this whole meditation thing. I'm sort of just kind of keeping it simple for now. Not trying to get too ambitious with it. But if you do like the content that I'm doing, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel because, again, I'll be doing these pretty regularly. So stay tuned. So today, what I wanted to talk about before we get started meditating is a question that a lot of beginners have when they start meditating. A question that I've gotten asked a lot is, how do I know that I'm meditating when I'm sitting there, right? And I think this question comes from, this kind of perception that what a lot of people have of meditation. And so, kind of the perception that a lot of people in the West have about meditation is that, you're sitting there completely like blissed and zoned out, and in an altered state. And in a state of non-thinking. That's generally what people think of meditation, non-thinking, right? And while it's true that one of the goals of meditation is to kind of slow down the mind and to watch the mind, the goal of meditation is definitely not to stop thinking. It is really hard to stop thinking, and that's not what you're trying to do here, right? You're not trying to stop thinking. If anything, it's kind of like a more positive sort of half glass full thing. If you think of stopping thinking as like a negative action, think of this as more of a positive action. You're actually redirecting your concentration. You're directing your concentration to your object of focus, which in this case, or in our cases, generally is either a part of the body with the body scan or our breath. And so it's kind of more of a positive, affirmative, active thing, actually, rather than just a passive, like, oh, I'm just got to stop all these thoughts in my mind. And trust me, it just doesn't work like that. It's just not how our minds are built. And you'll notice that once you're able to get into deeper levels of concentration with your meditation, you'll be concentrating, maybe you got it down for like a couple minutes. You haven't lost concentration of the breath for like 30 seconds, which if you could do that, props to you. But, so you're building up your concentration, right? And you're building it up. Sorry, speaking of concentration, I kind of lost my train of thought. But yeah, again, the idea is that you're building up your concentration, and then, even if you're really concentrated, your mind is going to throw kind of things at you. You're kind of at a weird meditation too is a lot, kind of like of watching your mind, right? And then also just sort of like confronting it, actually. So, so you'll be meditating, and your mind's just gonna like throw just gonna throw crap at you. It's gonna be, you'll be like, I'm really good at focusing on my breath, and then all of a sudden, you'll get hit by like a memory of a time that was really embarrassing for you or something like that, and you'll be like, oh god, and like that's fine. That's just how the mind works, and that's what we're learning to deal with, right? Is how our mind and our thoughts and our feelings and how they all like interconnect. How feelings can cause particular thoughts to arise, and how thoughts can cause particular feelings to arise. It's all connected. So that's what we're all kind of like getting into and observing when we're meditating. So, how do I know if I'm actually meditating? That was the original question. Well, really, I mean, I think if you're sitting down and you're putting in the effort, you're meditating. That's my opinion of it. It's not, again, a lot of people have this perception that they're like, oh, I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, my mind's all over the place, and like, I'm not able to stop my thinking. I'm not meditating until I get to this certain state. No, that's not the case. You sit down, and once you sit down, once your timer starts, you are meditating. And if you sit down and you're like, oh God, my mind is going crazy, I mean, that's the first step in meditating, really, is realizing that your mind is going crazy and goes wild, and especially when you sit down and you're not doing anything, you really confront your mind for what it is. So yeah. So again, if you are sitting down and your timer is going and you're putting in the effort, in my mind, that means you're meditating. Now, of course, that means you can't just sit there and not do anything. So it has to be sitting down with the conscious effort. And even if it's bad, even if you feel like you can't concentrate at all that day, that's fine. You meditated. Like even if you workout analogy, even if you go to the gym and, for whatever reason you're not performing at your physical peak and it's a bad workout, it's still a workout, right? Same with meditation. If you sit down in meditation and it's just like, for whatever reason that day, and it happens to everybody, you just can't concentrate, it's a bad session of meditation, it's still a session of meditation. So, so don't worry about it. Basically, that's my best advice. Again, if you're sitting down and you're making the effort, then you're totally meditating. So, why don't we meditate? Just see. I'm just going to check the status of the stream, make sure it's all good. I keep saying my audio bitrate is at 0, but when I've been checking, the audio seems to be working, so. So today, I kind of like the format that I've been doing lately with the body scan, then a break, and then focus on the breath, and then a break, and then a focus on the breath. So I think I'm going to keep up with that. So, for those of you who haven't tried this before, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to ring this bell twice at the beginning to do a body scan. And so again, you can do this meditation in whatever position is comfortable for you. If you just want to sit in a chair, that's fine. If you want to sit on a cushion cross-legged, that's fine. Again, whatever is most comfortable for you. You just want to make sure that if you're sitting on a chair, it's good to have your feet flat on the ground. Also, if you are sitting in a chair or sitting in a cushion, you want to make sure that your back is relatively straight. but not strained. And then also you can meditate with your eyes open or closed, whatever is best for you. If you tend to fall asleep when you're meditating, I might suggest trying with your eyes open. If you do keep your eyes open, you want to have kind of a soft gaze, looking slightly down, sort of like, 3 feet in front of you or something. Kind of a soft gaze in the distance. So yeah, again, I'll ring the bell twice to start. We'll do the body scan, and then I'll ring it once. We'll take a quick 15-second break. I will then ring the bell once again. We'll do about a 3-4 minute round on focusing on our breath. Then I'll ring the bell once again. Take a 15-second break. One more time, ring the bell, go into focusing on the breath, then ring the bell 3 times at the end to conclude. And I'll be, guiding you through this, so don't feel like you have to remember all of that. All right. So, without further ado, why don't we go ahead and get started. So, as we come to feeling our body in our seat, in our position, you may notice sounds, smells, details about our environment. Now we're going to slowly and steadily move our attention to the feeling of our feet. So just become aware of your feet, whether they're flat on the floor, if you're sitting in a chair, or under your legs, if you're sitting cross-legged. Maybe they're warm, maybe they're cold. Maybe you're wearing socks, maybe you're barefoot. Whatever the case is, just become aware of your feet and feel that part of your body. Now we're going to move our attention to our seat, where our body comes in contact with our chair or cushion. Become aware of that part of your body. Feel your chair support you, hold you up. Now we're going to move our attention to our belly. Noticing its movement as it follows the breath. Now we're going to move our attention to our heart, to the space in the middle of our chest. Just feel that part of your body. Become aware of it. Now we're going to move our attention to the back of the shoulders. Just become aware of that part of the body. Really feel it. Now we'll move our attention to the back of the head. Alright, now move our attention back down to our feet. Feeling them, feeling their contact. Now we'll move our attention to our seat. Where we can feel our body supported, held up. Now we'll move our attention to our belly. Becoming aware of its movement with breath. Now we'll move our attention up to our heart. Feeling that space in the middle of our chest. Now move our attention to the back of the shoulders. And then to the back of the head. Becoming aware of that part of our body. Alright, now we'll move our attention back down to our feet. Now move our attention up to our seat. Now we'll move our attention up to our belly. Now we'll move our attention up to our heart. Now we'll move our attention to the back of the shoulders. Now we'll move our attention to the back of the head. All right, in just a moment, I will ring the bell once. We will take our first break. All right, round one and done. So now let's just take a few seconds. Maybe it's bad etiquette for me to check my phone, but I'm always wondering if people are, someone's gonna text me being like, "It's not working." All right, no disaster messages. So let's go ahead and move into the next round. So this round, again, we're going to focus on our breath. So wherever the breath feels the strongest for you in the body, whether it's the belly. And if you don't know which one to pick, I would recommend trying out the belly. You can do the belly, the chest, or the tip of the nostrils. Generally, those are where people feel the breath the most. And again, we're not trying to change the breath at all. We're just watching it. Just really noticing how it moves naturally. Okay? So here we go. And so now gently move your attention to your breath. You don't have to change anything about your breath. Just become aware of it. Watch it as it moves in and out of your body at its own pace. And if any thoughts or feelings arise, you get distracted, just recognize that you've been distracted and gently move your attention back to the breath. If any thoughts or feelings arise, distract you, pull you away, it's truly okay. Just begin again. Just recognize that you've been distracted and bring your attention back to the breath. sounds from the outside, sensations from the inside distract you. Just notice that you've been distracted. Gently place your attention back on the breath. Alright, in just a moment I will ring the bell once, concluding our second round of meditation. Okay, so let's just take a quick little break. Stretch out. Good. Owen's always fall asleep. Alright, cool. So for this round, I'm going to do no guiding. So you're on your own. We'll do about the same amount of time, 3 to 4 minutes. And again, I'm just going to focus on your breath. If you notice that you're distracted, that's a win. And just gently move your attention back to the breath. That's really the core of the practice. Noticing that you're distracted, bringing your attention back to the breath. Okay? And here we go. Alright, in just a moment I will ring the bell 3 times, concluding our meditation session. Once you've heard the 3rd ring, I invite you to join me in a vow dedicating all the merit that we've accrued from this practice to the benefit of all sentient beings. Alright, well thank you very much for checking me out today and for practicing with me today. I do really sincerely thank you for that. And yeah, I'm going to keep on doing these. Next one will probably be Thursday at 5 p.m. again. I'll let you know. Spread the word. Again, if you like the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you soon. Take care.